her brothers were out on the street.
But I'm alive and I'm here.
So recently I got the opportunity to go to the Elim night shelter and speak to some of the people at the shelter. So I began by speaking to the head carer at the shelter, Shafiq or Tal.
My career, I was a police detective. I was there for 10 years. I left the police to work at the Grand West Casino as an investigator. I worked there for a while. In 2009 though, ended up losing everything, including my wife and children, because of mistakes I was making. My family disregarded me, everything. It was a really bad time in my life, and I knew about this place. And I walked into these doors, and I was petrified of what I would find inside here. But I had no other options. But I didn't want to go to the streets, and I didn't go back to my old life. I was living a sinister type of life. When I got here, I was pleasantly surprised to find normal people. And I could share bed with him. I must admit, the first night I stayed with my hands in my pocket. So I stayed for 5 months. What I found in that 5 months was my maker. I walked in and said, Allah God, whoever you are, show me who you are. Don't let me mislead. These people don't know who you are. That was my journey. I found him. And in finding him, and Jesus became Lord and Savior of my life, I went out, I made a success, and we were called back here. And I were called back here as house parents. I dropped everything. So I'm going to do that. When they come in today, crying, I said, I know how you're feeling. I've been there. Don't worry, step to the left, we're going up, and that's where it starts. And we support them, their family, we support them until they get back on their feet again to move on. The Elim Night Shelter was started in 1997 by a lady called Loretta Napier. Her brothers were out on the street, and she felt she needed to help in the community. I would like the viewers to know that that homeless person that you find in the street is also a person. He had a mom and a daddy, and all he needs is his dignity back. Please love on him. Don't give him money. That's not how you love on him. And that's what society has neglected. Please come and see what we do here. Real people, real issues, just wanting another chance. They deserve it. Let's give it to them.
He gladly took me on a tour of the shelter, and honestly I was amazed by what I saw, and even more amazed at the people that were at the shelter.
This is our dining hall. Here we supply 3 meals a day: breakfast, lunch and supper. Breakfast is mini meal and coffee. Lunch should be leftovers the night before, and the evening substantial meal. This is our male's dorm, one of our male's dorm. Here I guarantee your safety. In the last 9 years, not one single fight. We learn here to respect each other. The beds are clean, you get a bed, a locker, and the cost to stay for a male unemployed is 20 Rand a night. Includes 3 meals a day, a bed and a hot shower. It doubles once you get employed. Guys respect each other here, and they know why they are here, so no swearing, and that keeps the peace in this place. So this is our bathroom. We take pride in the cleanliness of the place. The building is definitely old. We have a lease signed with the City of Cape Town. The maintenance of the building is on the shelter. This is our ladies' dorm. You can come here 10 o'clock at night. It'll still look like this. They're even in their bed, but it's still. It used to be our church pre-COVID, but we found that the dining hall is much better. There's a foosball table, we have a library here, a thrift store. Everything you see here has been donated. First and foremost, if they come off the street they don't have, make sure they do have. Sense of ownership changes his outlook on life completely. This is their home, so they take pride in what they have. And that is what we teach them.
Then I got the opportunity to speak to one of the residents at the shelter, Miss Tracy Lee Lyons, and her story really tore me up, and it was an amazing experience getting to speak to her. This is what she said.
I don't know where to start. Basically, living with addiction and mental illness and the combination of both, if you don't do what you're supposed to do and you fall, you need to be lifted up somewhere. A hand up, not a hand out, which is what I believe that these guys are. And that's been the routine for the last 6 years of my life. When I found recovery, I was up in Joburg and I was part of the shelter environment, and I did well. Those puzzle pieces, I didn't keep them together and they all came apart. So now it's just to put them back together and get me back on the road, because it was 6 years ago, because I hadn't been maintaining myself very well. And so now that's when I arrived here today to get back into society and become an acceptable member again. Yeah. So I hit my rock bottom and I decided to run away. And I gave up my job, 24 hours notice. I got on a bus, I bought a ticket. Coming down here, I was going to spend 2 nights in my bucket list hotel, which I've discovered is in Cape Town, called the Pod Hotel. I'm not sure if you've heard about it, but it's a Japanese, anyway, it's long story short, it's been on my back, and when I found out I was there, 2 nights at there, and then to hit the shelters, get back to basics and build myself up again, because I had worn myself down so badly emotionally in the last 9 months that I've lost myself. So I just need that hand up and not a hand out, where I can be, I'm not very Afrikaans, but it's gekoester.
Yeah.
It's like I just need to be held so that I can grow in my cocoon again to get back to where I was.
Oh.
It's given me hope. So my acronym for hope is hearing other people's experiences. And that is my hope. And hearing that I'm not alone in making bad decisions and running away or hurting people, it gives me hope that I can get back to where I am, and being here and hearing their stories and seeing the management, the organization, and knowing exactly where this is going has given me hope that I'm not so broken inside. I don't have to think about sitting on the beach and offering myself. I can actually start living. Do what you can with what you've got. Help somebody, not because we're trying to have a hand, don't give because someone's asking you to give. Give from your heart and give what you can, whether it's food or finances or furniture, because that human dignity that we've lost and that we've not got anymore, that's what we need back, and we need help to get there because we can't do it alone. Too raw. Yeah. But I'm alive and I'm here. For some reason, somebody thinks I need to be alive, and I need to find out why I need to be alive and why I need to help people. And helping is healing.
Then Shafiq took this time to show me the wall of remembrance, and this is something that stuck with me, because seeing the wall of remembrance, it made me realize how much they love and care for those who walk through the doors and become part of the shelter. And that's why I absolutely love that Shafiq said this.
Yeah, we're family, and that's what I do. I make sure family. I'm not going to treat you any different than other family.
So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video, and also thank you so much to the Elim Night Shelter for having me and for allowing me to film at the organization. If you are interested in contacting the Elim Night Shelter, all of their details will be in the description below. And also, please don't forget to give this video a like and also subscribe to the channel so that you can be part of the journey in making a change.